Welcome back to the Division 2. In this video, I'm going to be showing you my new build that I put together, and I must tell you, the AR build that was running LMGs as well that I showed you in my previous build video, this tops it by like 10 times. This build is stupid, and if you've watched the video before this one, on the best way to increase your chances at getting exotic drops, you would have seen this bad boy in action. Let me put it this way, this rifle hits for around 2.6 million per shot when it's a critical headshot. The build is crazy, and the best thing is, I can still make it even better. So, this isn't like a, go out, get this build's like super. It's a, use this sort of like the brand sets and stuff, use it all as a foundation to make your builds around, because I guarantee there are a lot of you that will be able to make this even better. So we're going to jump straight into it. I always run sharpshooter at the moment. I don't know why, like just weapon handling and stuff, and I believe you actually get headshot damage for rifles, so that could help out with that. Going into the rifle, I've currently got the Baker's Dozen. It's the classic M1A, but the named variant. So you can run either of the two. So targeted loot for rifles, get yourself an M1A. You can see the base damage on this is 543,000, and it's not even capped on the rifle damage. I've got 10% critical hit damage on it, so you can get that to roll better as well, and the headshot damage too. This has perfect lucky shot. Magazine capacity is increased by 30%. When you miss a shot from cover, it has a 100% chance to return to the magazine. So literally, if you're behind cover, you can just shoot thin air and you'll never have to reload this gun. The secondary is the Pestilence, but I haven't used it since I put this build together. It's got a 102.5k base damage. But then going into the mask, you'll see like I need to replace my backpack. That's the only thing letting this build down for me personally, because I've got a couple of blue rolls on there. But going into the mask, we have Providence Defense. It's a 3-piece brand set on the mask, the chest, and also the holster. So that's where I've gone for my 3-piece Providence. The mask has God rolled weapon damage. Then it's got the crit chance as well, 10.4% crit damage, and I put a 10.9% crit damage mod on there. You'll see the brand set bonuses. You get headshot damage, crit chance, and crit damage. So again, this is a crit chance and damage build, but that seems to be the best way to build in the game at the moment. Going over to the backpack, it's Seska, so we get 10% crit chance from the brand set, 15 weapon damage, 11 crit damage, 15.8k health, which I would replace if I could, and then I've got a mod for armor on kill. This has got vigilance on it, so it increases my total weapon damage by 25%. When I take damage, it disables the buff for 4 seconds. Down to the chest, again Providence, 14.6 weapon damage, God rolled headshot damage, 5.9 crit chance on an attribute, 5% extra from a mod. I need to try and get a better variant, like exactly the same chest, but I need better stats on it, because this has efficient. Using an armor kit has a 50% chance to not consume it. Specialization armor kit bonuses are increased by 100%. The best talent I would go with on the chest for a crit chance crit damage build would be Obliterate. Moving over to the gloves, we've got 15 weapon damage on a Grupo Sombra set of gloves, which gives you 15% crit damage for the brand set bonus, 7.8 headshot damage, 11.6 crit damage. Then down to the holster, we've got 15 weapon damage again, the third and final piece of Providence, 5.9 crit chance, and 10.9 crit damage. Then over to the final piece, we have Fox's Prayer, the named knee pads which are overlord, so we get the rifle damage from them. Luckily enough, I managed to get it to drop with 15 weapon damage and 15 damage to targets out of cover. Then I've got 5.7 crit chance. I really need to get the God roll, so that can be a triple God roll piece, because they will literally be the best knees you can possibly get. And I will have a video coming soon for the Fox's Prayer separately, because I believe they are literally a needed piece in any rifle or DPS build. So that's all of the parts. I run the Fixer Drone, I run the Revive Hive, I'm currently shade level 82. I've got 681.1k armor, 288.3k health. And the armor survivability is a little bit bugged in the game at the moment, so I wouldn't try speccing into that too much. I have run True Patriot with 1.7 million and still get shredded at the same speed. So the base damage 543, you can see it's a 1320. If I could get rid of those two blues, trust me I would. So then we're going to bump it over to the stats. The cap for your crit chance is 60, I've got this up to 58.5, and when I reach level 35 in Seasons, I will be switching out my Providence mask for the Coyote mask, but then for that extra crit damage, I might actually go for a Providence backpack or something. I still want 3-piece Providence, because that's possibly the best brand set in the game at the moment for DPS. But 58.5 crit chance, 119.8 crit damage, 110.8 headshot damage. That's all there really is to it. There's no armor damage, no health damage. You've got a little bit of stability. The mods I'm running on my Baker's Dozen. If we go and have a look quickly, I've just got the 5 extra rounds in the Marksman mag. I've got the crit chance sight. I've got the crit chance laser pointer. And that's the only mod you can actually get for this. So just get everything crit chance and try and increase your magazine size if you can. Because I believe if you're running the classic M1A, that actually defaults to 10 rounds in the mag. And it doesn't take too long to reload. And the fire rate is incredibly inconsistent. But we're going to switch it up to Invulnerable Elite. I'm going to set it to 5 meters for my target. And look, if I shoot anywhere, you can see that the rounds are not going down. Literally 100% chance for the rounds to come back to the mag. And then if we get a normal headshot, well, that was a crit headshot. There you go, 2,580,000. If we go for a body shot, 1.7 million if I hit a crit. 780k if I just get a standard shot against armor. And then a 1.6 million headshot. So 780, which will go, if we get a crit, there we go, up to 1.7 million. And then on the headshots, 1.6 goes up to 2,580,000. It is stupid on so many levels. This build is fantastic. I've even tried running Legendary. Like, Legendary is still out of the picture for the time being. But I have managed to clear with Con and Pete. We managed to clear, it was Capital Building. We got through 2 waves. But the enemies are so aggressive. We can still 2-shot a red bar enemy on Legendary. But it's just so tough because they push so fast. So, Grand Washington Hotel is going to quickly jump over here on Heroic. Just so I can show you it in a mission. I would go and show you global difficulty against the named boss, but everyone's wanting exotics, everyone's wanting to do missions and stuff and do other things besides open world, so I'll show you gameplay with this build in a heroic mission. Okay, so Grand Washington Hotel, probably one of the easier missions, but it's on heroic difficulty. Just watch how quick these enemies get slaughtered. And this works just as well in group play as it does in solo. If I hit my shots. There we go, there's a crackhead down. Can I get a headshot? Or if I just pop that, there we go, dead. And you, 1, 2, 3. 3 shots and a red bar's dead. Like, if you're hitting crits, because 58.5% crit chance is insane, but obviously you're not guaranteed to crit every single shot. I'm not going to complete this mission, I'll just show you... I'll show you up to the atrium, just so that you get a rough idea of what this build's actually capable of. Almost a 2-shot, with 1 crit, 1 not. The best thing about a rifle build as well is the fact that you've got a lot more range than you do with an AR or an LMG. I mean, you can still hit from miles away with an AR, but the optimal range is a lot better. So I'm going to pop that bag, get some explosions going. Ignore my accuracy. Oh, being pinged from everywhere. I'm just going to pop an armor kit, just to be on the safe side. 3 shots to kill you. Now stay off that turret. And I wiped. I got ploughed. So, what we're going to do is go back into it. I want to show you the atrium again and show you what's going to be better for heroic play. Okay, we made it back to the atrium. And this time, instead of being so far into, like, essentially the open, I'm going to sit here this time. I've been absolutely pinged, but you'll notice that we have a better chance of, like, we could run away. We could get back down them stairs if we needed to, whereas in there, we have, like, no way to escape. So you're kind of screwed. You have to play it smart to do heroic regardless of your build. There we go. That's checkpoint progress in the mission. I'm going to quickly check my loot. But that is my new rifle build. It is so good to run, group play or solo. if I could squeeze the extra reds out, I mean, the only thing I'm really going to get from that is, I mean, I'd probably cap the crit hit chance, or I could get some weapon handling on there. And then if I had a red mod, I could also put some extra crit damage on. So I can squeeze more out of this build, but it's literally the case of just farming the same things over and over and over and over again. And I don't want to be doing that at the moment. I want to try and get a few more exotics. Like, there's other things I want to do in the game, especially getting to 35 in the seasons, because the Coyote's Mask is looking like an absolute beast. It boosts your crit damage and your crit chance. It comes with all red rolls, and they're incredibly good red rolls. So the faster you can get to 35, the better. But that's going to do it for me and my rifle build video. If I come across any other builds that I enjoy running, because I do work on like several builds at the same time, if I come across any others that I really enjoy, then I will be sure to post a video. If there's any suggestions and stuff, let me know in the comments. But that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.